comic book fans. Now, you live in a city that all of a sudden that had a virus that is let loose, a virus with no cure, and thousands of people die. And so you're thinking, hey, things can't get any worse. Or can they? They do. If you're Gotham City and you're Batman, things can get worse. Because in Contagion, virus gets out, thousands of people die. They get the cure, things seem to be going back to normal, and then, boom! 7.2 earthquake. And it just lays out Gotham City. It's 7 p.m. It lasts for about a few seconds to a minute, and virtually every building in the city, or most buildings in the city, are destroyed. The only ones that are standing are all Wayne Tech buildings, because Bruce Wayne made sure all his buildings were earthquake-proof. There's a few here and there, that are not made by his company that are still standing, but there's not much. So, so Batman and his allies have to go and start dealing with that. You have Batman, Robin, Catwoman, Huntress, what's her name? Spoiler. Batgirl, what is her name? The one who doesn't talk, I cannot remember her name. Are all out there trying to help the cities, and you're having criminals who are taking advantage of things. You have a guy called Quake Master who is taking credit for causing the earthquake, and he's trying to blackmail the city for $100 million. So they're having to deal with this. And it is just... Jean Paul Valley. But, you're... it's a really good series. Because, you have the cops trying to deal with everything that's going on with the city. With the police building destroyed. There's no power. There's no, gas. There's regular criminals all over the place. The supervillains are dividing the city up. And you've got Batman with no resources. It was very well done. And then, you have most of the story is dealing with that. Then you got a couple little side stories like Ark Blackgate. There's a guy, a little story about a guy in Blackgate who he's supposed to be getting the chair at 12:01. Of course, the earthquake happens at like 7, a little after 7 o'clock. And so the building gets destroyed in the earthquake, and he's one of the people that gets out. So he's trying to help his lawyer and a nun who are there for his execution out of the city. He's been maintaining his innocence this whole time. And he's trying to prove him, yes, I'm a good guy. I didn't do it, and they believe him. And so he's trying to get them away from all the other bad guys, like KG Beast and all these people. Kind of a neat little story. So all of this. But this is the setup to No Man's Land. And it is just a really well done story. I'm going to give it... The art is, considering they're done through different books, because it goes through... Does it show which ones it goes through? It goes through Detective Comics 719 all the way through Robin number 53. So Detective Comics 721 and then 3 more after that. So you've got different writers and different artists, but the story is, I'm sure someone was in charge of making sure the story was done flowed well, which it did. So the art's are a little bit different in each story, but it was very well done. So I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5 and say pick it up. Anyway, have you read it? Let me know in the comments below whether you liked it or not. Like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.